what's up guys, it's Andreas, the Caterpillar Man here, and today we are taking a look at Felix Urbanek, who made a video called The #1 Muscle Building Hack Every Skinny Guy Needs to Know. I've just watched this video, and oh my god, it's nothing special. This is the info he's giving is it's not a muscle building hack, it's basic knowledge when you go to the gym. So let's go.
I say out loud, what the fuck? It was in 2022 and I was on this vacation with my friend. We're at the beach and I tell him, take some pictures. I have this like insane body now, right? I'm gonna stand there in the water, you're gonna take some picture. What the fuck? Have I been going to the gym 1 year to look like this?
My guy, gaining weight, my guy, starting out in the gym for 1 year, it's not gonna make you magically get even bigger. Yeah, sure, you're gonna get bigger, but you're not gonna get like you. I believe you might have had some a bit, let's call it, high expectations for going to the gym for 1 year.
Bulking, working out every single week. Do you see?
Okay, he's been bulking, which means, I hope at least, what it means is that he's been tracking calories and been in a calorie surplus.
Look like that? How? Like, how am I looking like that? I started getting confused and like sad at the same time. It was a weird feeling. I wasn't satisfied at all. I had
My guy, building a good physique takes years and years. It's not just something where you're like, oh, I've trained for 1 year. I've trained for 1 year now. Now I'm buff and that kind of shit. You know, it's not like that.
made no progress in 1 year. For the last like 6-7 months, I had stayed the same. After those beginner gains, I had made no progress, and I started feeling so sad. But then,
If you haven't made any progress, it's because you haven't tracked your calories and you haven't been in a calorie surplus.
I learned what I did wrong and my progress skyrocketed. I figured out the hack for building muscles as a skinny guy. And I got this jacked physique I have now.
The hack he has is something where I'm like, bro, this is basic knowledge. This is something everyone who goes to the gym knows. So it's not a hack, it's basic knowledge.
Feeling sad when they look into a mirror because they are skinny. And finally look into a mirror and smile. Not help but smile. Be proud of their bodies. Be walking.
I mean, I think it's a good goal that he has to help people, but I just don't think he's qualified.
I have still gained 8 kilograms of used muscle. So I stayed lean with a six-pack and got bigger muscle. That's impossible.
I mean, having a six-pack is probably, you need to be like 12 to 15% before you start seeing your abs. So if you don't have abs, you should probably, or not have any kind of visible abs. If you don't have any kind of visible abs like me, like I don't have any visible abs anymore, then I would probably say you need to go on a diet.
Right. You need to do a bulk. Every fitness influencer say, yeah, you need to do a bulk, eat 3,000 calories, you're gonna get chubby, but it's okay.
No, every fitness influencer is not saying that. As an example, Greg Doucette doesn't say he preaches to main gain. But a guy like Jeff Nippert preaches to bulk, but not in a huge surplus. That's because your body doesn't actually need a whole lot of extra calories for you to build muscle.
Thought that too, but those fitness influencers are so dumb. They are so garbage. Their advice is trash.
Let's see what does this guy say? What is his hack?
You don't get muscle from eating a pizza slice because it has 1,000 calories. No.
That calories are not the same. Just calories are not just calories. There's protein, fats, carbs, which all have different different functions in the body. Like to fill your muscle with glycogen, fat is for hormones, protein is for building muscle.
Oh, it doesn't work like that. And I figured that out, and I changed my diet completely, and I started eating clean.
This is basic knowledge. Clean eating, like meat, fats, avocado, salmon, low fat cheeses, low fat Greek yogurt. All these kind of things are stable of eating clean. So starting to eating clean is not really the first muscle building hack, but it is definitely maybe it is the number one muscle building hack, but I wouldn't actually say that it's the only number one muscle building hack.
I stopped eating junk food. I throw all that away. I started eating a lot of clean food. That made so much more sense to me, and it do to you too. Like we both know that eating clean is good and sugar is bad. Junk food.
Sugar isn't necessarily bad. It can actually be quite good if you do lots of cardio. Why do you think like people that go to the Tour de France, they have like fruit or candy? It's because they need it. But for the average person, eating a little bit of junk food, like going at like 80-20 rule, where you can have 20% junk food, that's fine. So if you eat, let's say, 3,000 calories a day, you can have 600 calories of junk if you'd like. But you don't need to be 100% on clean food. But also definitely don't be 100% on bad food, because that's just gonna make you fat.
It's bad, but it is. When I stopped, I started feeling so much better. Energy to go to the gym every single day. We both know those guys in the gym. They're just having like energy drink. Some people is eating candy before in the locker room, and they just have a shit workout. Eating clean made me have more energy to go to the gym, energy to push harder in the gym, and then made my body build more muscles after the gym. Like it was perfect.
The clean foods is not necessarily what makes you build muscle, but actually it is what makes you build muscle. But let's just take a look at what he says actually builds muscle.
So I started having a big breakfast. 4 eggs, oatmeal porridge, having snacks between my meals like cottage cheese, a peanut butter sandwich, some nuts, like a banana, like something healthy. Then to lunch and dinner I had big portions. I'm telling
he's bulking. What he's describing is basically bulking. Eating a lot of food. Being in a caloric surplus. That is basically what he's describing here.
I eat right now 2-3 big plates of a lot of clean food, healthy food, especially meat. You know, meat. I recently learned that meat is muscles.
See, this is what I'm saying when I say that his tips is basically basic knowledge. Why is protein muscle? Why is meat muscle? Well, because meat has protein in it, but there are also proteins like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, or high protein yogurt or whey protein. That I like that. I don't know what to say, because I don't really like that he's coaching someone when this is something he recently discovered, that meat equals muscles, or
makes sense. Like we both understand it. Yeah, muscles build muscles.
Muscle does not build muscle. Protein builds muscle.
When you eat muscles, you get muscles. That shit makes sense. So I started focus on eating a lot of meat, and I do it until this day. That make me build a lot of muscles.
Because protein equals muscles, not because meat equals muscles, not because eating muscle does not equal muscle.
Listen to that vegetarian teacher or doctor that telling you don't eat meat.
Most people who are vegetarian or vegan are doing it because of, it can be health reasons. It can also be because it can also just be because they don't want to eat animal products, or vegetarians, they don't want to eat meat because they might think that the way that the animals are treated is cruel, and vegans might just be because just eating meat or any animal products is cruel to the animals and is animal abuse, I guess you could say. They sometimes think, but I do not think that at all, personally.
I have stopped listening to that vegetarian teacher or doctor saying meat is bad, blah 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 blah.
I don't think any doctor is going to say meat is bad, because there is research that says that meat is not bad. Oh well, meat isn't bad, but of course meat in too high quantities are going to be bad. But everything in too high quantities are going to be bad.
And asking myself, do I want their physique? No, absolutely not. They're like skinny fat or looking ugly as fuck. I don't want to look like them. I started eating a lot of meat, and that made me gain muscles every single day. Eat clean, eat a lot of meat, eat a lot of eggs, healthy fats like nuts and butter. That is the thing that's changed.
Butter is definitely not healthy fats. Butter is high in saturated fats, if I remember correctly, and that is not the good kind of fat.
My physique almost changed my life because it is key to my physique. That is what made me build muscles every single day and made me go from skinny to this physique I have right now in under 3 years. But it was very hard for me in the beginning to stop with junk food, stop having fast food. I loved it, but it was so nice. I used the same analogy I used in the gym. Progressive overload. I started with junk food only 1 time a week, then 1 time every 2 weeks, 1 time a month. Then after that, I didn't have cravings anymore. My addiction was simply gone. And it was amazing. I could just continue my life without that bullshit, out high sugar foods, junk food.
In my opinion, you should be allowed to have some junk food if you like. I don't think you have to 100% cut out junk food if you sometimes want to, like, oh, I want to go with my friends to McDonald's or something. I don't think that you should completely say, I'm never gonna eat junk food again. I think you should allow yourself of it sometimes, but as long as it's not like every week or something like that. Just like do it sometimes when you have a reason for it,
Nothing of that. I do until this day. And that makes me build muscles every single day. Like, look at this. Like, it's so nice. And if you want my
I mean, I've gotta say I'm really happy for this guy for being so confident in his physique. That's really, really nice. So yeah.
personal help to make you become.
I do not want your help because you're not qualified. Sorry to say, mate, but you're just training for 3 years does not make you qualified to be training for 3 years does not make you qualified to coach someone. Like, especially not if you I'm not gonna say he has a bad physique, but he has something like, for someone who's been training for 3 years, I think he has actually quite a well developed physique from what I can see here. So that's very nice, but the fact that he it seems to be recently that he found out that meat he says meat builds muscle. That meat does not build muscle. Protein builds muscle. So that is that is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope I haven't been rambling too much. So I'll see ya in the next one. Goodbye.